Hello, BookTube. This is Alan. Welcome to my channel. It has been the noise of the fan behind me, the tower fan right there. Right there. First time it's been on in a couple of days because it's been cold. It's been the upper 30s at night, around 50s, and uh, during the day it's been raining. So, yeah, we've had a little cold snap come through. Right now it's around, it's beautiful outside, 70 degrees. And this Sunday, according to my older brother, who bought me this fly swatter, we have, because the reason he bought me the fly swatter is because in the month of November, there are going to be robot flies. Yes, I kid you not. That's what he said. Robot flies. And I asked him, so what's the difference between what do they look like? What do robot flies look like? And he said, oh, they're just like regular flies. So, where do they come from? He said, oh, the Department of Homeland Security. So if you see a robot fly, be sure to swat it. That's what he gave me the fly swatter for. Past Tuesday, I was coming out of the restaurant, and he was in the hallway, and he goes, did you see any robot flies in there? And I said, Ronnie, it's not November yet. He said, oh, yeah, that's right. So robot flies coming next month. Be sure to be aware, have your fly swatter ready. I did a good reading week this week. I finished 2 books. First book I finished is this one. This is not my memoir, by Andre Gregory and Todd London. Andre Gregory, as many of you may know, is a playwright. He also was in the movie My Dinner with Andre with Wallace Shaw, the one who played in The Princess Bride. And all it is just 1 hour, hour and a half, hour long conversation between 2 people in a restaurant. And that's it. And that's all it is. And Siskel and Ebert said it was one of the best movies they ever saw that year. The memoir is only 181 pages. Andre Gregory's parents were from Russia, Jewish. They escaped to France, where Andre was born, and then they went to America. Andre's mother, who didn't like children at all, in fact hated them, hated having children, had an affair with Errol Flynn. Andre Gregory married a lady by the name of Chiquita, I like the banana, banana, and Chiquita, and they moved to New York City, and she hated New York City. In fact, she hated everything. Andre Gregory got a job as a director of a company in Philadelphia, and that place closed down. The theater closed down. He went to Chicago, and that place closed down. He got a call from Gregory Peck saying, oh, we need somebody to be a theater director in Watts, this location by Los Angeles, which is predominantly poor, predominantly black neighborhood. So he went there, and he's going to put on a play written by Tennessee Williams play. So the play, he cast a black as the lead actor in the play. Tennessee Williams didn't like that at all. The studio didn't like it. Gregory Peck didn't like it. They didn't like him casting like, what do you expect? It's Watts, this 99% black area of Los Angeles. And Gregory Peck had words with Andre Gregory To which Andre Gregory said, "You're just a wooden actor." And thereupon, Gregory Peck slugged Andre Gregory. This is, like I said, it was a short memoir. It's only 181 pages. And it is very, extremely, extremely depressing. There's nothing worthwhile in the book, in the memoir. There's nothing entertaining. There's nothing to lift up someone as they're reading it. All it is disappointment after disappointment after discouragement. In fact, when his mother was on her deathbed, she had smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Mother was on her deathbed. Her mother said, "I wish I never had children." Basically telling Andre Gregory, "I wish you were never born." And it seemed to me, and I had to write a review for this memoir for NetGalley and for I forgot the name of the publisher, Farrar, Straus and Giroux. I had to write a review for it because I got it from NetGalley, and Farrar, Straus and Giroux okayed it, and it comes out November the 23rd. And when I wrote the review, I said basically that when we read memoirs, especially ones by entertainments, people in the entertainment field, we expect it to be uplifting, and we expect to have oh, everything's going great, everything's going good, you're on a yacht, you're doing this, you're sashayed in diamonds and everything else, and we're so immune to the lifestyle of the rich and famous that when we come to this one, we're going, what happened? So it was an excellent read, a very good read. The next one, I can bring it up here, that I read. Just give me a few moments here. I can bring it up. Huh. The next one is about, and this one's due on, comes out November the 3rd. And I had to read this one also for NetGalley, and I forgot the publisher that is coming out. I think it's Simon Schuster. Don't quote me on that one. And the author had come across this group. The author had come across a Facebook page showing a picture of a library. Well, that's, like a big deal. Everybody posts pictures of libraries on the Facebook page. What's the big deal about that? Well, this one was on the ground. And they're saying again, well, big deal. We've seen a lot of underground. This one was actually in Syria. Underground, while above ground, there are bombs falling from planes. And it's called the Book Collectors. Right there. The Book Collectors. A band of Syrian rebels and the stories that carried them through the war. They had amassed a collection of 1,500 books. And and there was a quote that they gave. And, oh my, I should have wrote it down on something else. Sorry. I should have wrote it down somewhere. I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't know where I wrote it. See if I can find it real quick here. And they wrote it because it's an excellent quote. And I might have to do that in my book haul because I have a book haul. Oh, here it is, right here. Sorry. This is also by Farrar, Straus, and Giroux. And it says, war is destructive. It transforms man, kills emotions, and fears. When you're at war, you see the world differently. Reading is a diversion. It keeps us alive. Reading reminds us we are human. So this was the Book Collectors, and it comes out November the 3rd. And the author, Delphine Manoa, is a French journalist, and he compiled, and this is an excellent book, and it was C. Donahue showed this on his channel that I recall. Next up is my Victober read that I'm almost through with. This is The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. Ignore the bookmark there because I've also been reading and listening to the audio portion through LibriVox recording. So currently I'm about 3/4 of the way through. Should be through with this before the 1st of the month. And so that's what I'm rereading. I like to finish, for next month, I like to finish Oskrig, Hitler's War of Extermination in East by Stephen Fritz. There's a little funny one back here. See, during the war, Germany population is having a shortage of food. People are going hungry. The German population is going hungry, and said that, and then they had to import hundreds of thousands foreign workers are sent to Germany, and food officials had to face the task. So this guy by the name of Hermann Bach protested to Goering, and the latter suggested cynically that the Oberstarbeiter could be fed on cats and horse meat. Bach, however, checked the statistics, reported back to Goering that there were not enough cats to provide a ration, and horse meat was already being used to supplement the rations of the German population. The what was that thing? It says, it goes, you should always count the cost before you go into something. So yeah, I'll be reading Oskrig. I'll be coming back later with a book haul video. I have several books I'm going to show you guys. And so take care and have a good weekend.